I'm standing. I'm holding my big boy mic. You know what that means. I'm about to rant. Hello, my little teen moms. How are we today? Welcome in to Catherine ranting. This is a little different. I'm always sitting on my couch. We're watching TV together. Today I want to talk at you. I have been thinking about this for a long time, and I have a lot of thoughts and I have a lot of feelings that I need to process, and I need you to process them with me. Because today we are talking about a TV show that ruined a generation and arguably ruined MTV, Teen Mom 2. And I have a lot to say about Teen Mom 2. And I have a lot of angering feelings towards Teen Mom 2. Before we get started, I do have to do my spiel, my business for today. Linked down below will be a link tree to my Patreon, my Instagram, and my Discord. I said those out of order and that makes me mad. Anyway, I do have a Patreon where I watch original Dance Moms. I upload every other week and it is $1 a month. And I also have a $3 tier, which gives you access to all of the Dance Moms videos, as well as unedited gaming content, including a Patreon exclusive series where I play Minecraft. So check that out if you'd like to. Also, if you join my Patreon, you also get a shout out here of my patrons. Thank you for being over there. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it so much. Also, linked down below will be my Discord. And if you join my Discord, then you have a chance to get a pet shout out. Today's pet is Astrid's dog, Scout, named after the character from To Kill a Mockingbird. And here's she... Wait a minute. This dog, Scout, is a boy. So it's not named after To Kill a Mockingbird because that is a girl. Damn it. Anyway, this is Scout. He's super cute and he's playing with his Smurf stuffed animal and he's sitting on the couch and he looks really cute. Thank you for being here, Astrid. Thank you for being here, Scout. I'm sorry that you're a boy. I'm sorry you're a boy. Sometimes I just say things and I don't really know where they're going. Anyway, and of course, thank you for being here. Please like this video, comment down below. I'm sure you all will have lots of thoughts about the things I'm about to say. And of course, subscribe if you have not already. I am typically watching things, but sometimes I rant. You will learn very quickly. I don't know what I'm talking about. I do very little research and I just kind of spill shit. So I hope that you enjoy. I hope that I don't upset you. But thank you for being here. That's all my business for today. Let's get into it. Let's talk about Teen Mom 2. On January 11th, 2011, also known as 1111, Teen Mom 2 aired on MTV to an audience of 3.5 million people. The show's instant success came from the fact that the 4 girls featured on the show, Janelle, Leah, Kaylin, and Chelsea, had all already been featured on 16 and Pregnant, another nightmare of a TV show, and people loved them. And MTV obviously picked the people who were going to make them the most amount of money, and had the most amount of drama and the most amount of bullshit and the most amount of things they could exploit. So they selected these 4 girls and said, we're giving you your own TV show. Teen Mom 2, baby. Following Teen Mom 1, does anyone talk about that show? What happened on Teen Mom? Is that a thing? I've never even seen that show. I've never even heard about it. I honestly was kind of confused why Teen Mom 2 was called Teen Mom 2, because I was like, it's the first one. Apparently it wasn't. I need to look up Teen Mom. What's going on there? Teen Mom renamed OG, Teen Mom OG or something, started in 2009 and ran for 9 seasons. How have I never heard of this show? Anyway, we're not here to talk about Teen Mom OG. We're here to talk about Teen Mom 2. Teen Mom 2, starting in 2011 when I was 12, almost 13 years old. I was in 7th grade when the show began, and I distinctly remember kids in my class, specifically the girls, watching this show. Now, as a child of sheltering parents, I was not allowed to watch MTV. I think I watched this show occasionally at friends' houses when I could sneak it, but in my home was definitely not allowed to watch this. Regardless, I have now since watched the show. Not all of it. I would like to state that when I'm talking about this right now, I'm mainly going to be speaking about the early seasons, the first like 4 or 5 seasons, the real OG part, not today. Today, I think they're on a whole other spin-off and like they're still on it. They are far from teens. They're all in like their 30s now. So I don't know why we're still calling it Teen Mom, but I guess once a teen mom, always a teen mom, right? So, you can't go back from that even when you're not a teen anymore. I do remember as a child, an early teen up into my late teens, a lot of people talked to us about teen pregnancy and how it was gonna get you all if you weren't careful, which is arguably true. I'm not denying that. It was not a huge concern for me because as a theater kid who was mainly a loser, I didn't really have to worry about boys trying to get me pregnant. I did know people who it was a concern for. We did have some teen pregnancies in my school. So it is a real thing. I'm not here to deny the teen pregnancy issue. My first and major question is, who was the target audience of Teen Mom 2? Who was MTV looking to attack with this abomination of a TV show? Because all of the episodes, like, have a warning at some point in them where the screen goes black and there's a warning and it says, like, if you or someone is struggling with pregnancy or wants to have safe sex, like, get your condoms at Planned Parenthood. They say something like, call this hotline so you don't get pregnant. I don't know. And which to me tells me that we were targeting teens. You were targeting me, people my age, which is concerning, which is so concerning because these are children having children on TV, having babies, and they had the most unhealthy relationships, terrible choice in men. I'm sorry, girls, but you did. I'm gonna just be honest with you. All of the men, with the exception, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it with my full chest. With the exception of Corey, that was Leah's boyfriend, then husband. She cheated on him. She cheated on him like the night before the wedding. He didn't find out till after they were already married, and then they got divorced, and it was a whole shit show. He was a damn good dad. Probably still is. He's like lives a private life now. And good for him. He was a good dad to those twin girls. He did his best even after they weren't together anymore. He was like supportive, like would go to doctor stuff with Leah for the daughter. She had some sort of physical disability or something. I think she still does. I don't know why I'm talking in the past tense like these people don't exist anymore. They do. They're living their lives. Corey Stan over here, okay? Like, and keep in mind the bar is low here. Like, because we're comparing Corey, sweet, innocent little Corey, to what the hell, Andrew? Is that Janelle's baby daddy, Jace's dad? Andrew, piece of shit. Chelsea's, oh God, what the hell's his name? Here's the perfect example of Catherine does no research and just kind of starts talking. No, I got it. I know it. Whatever. He's a dick. The bar was low. And the other one, Kaylin, he was all right. Joe, I think his name was. He wasn't as bad as the others. At least he was an involved dad, and he was fine, I guess. So I want to say, I said it with my full chest, Corey Stan. I don't know. You're probably, go ahead, comment, tell me about how he did some bad thing. Go for it. I don't know. I don't know the man. I don't know. I also didn't watch this show yesterday, so I don't remember every detail. Okay, I'm sorry. Listen, I'm just talking. You can disagree. Disagree with me. Go for it. Anyway, terrible taste in men. The point of that was terrible taste in men, unhealthy relationships, just really bad influences for people my age when this show was coming out. Like, you know what little 13-year-old me didn't need to see was freaking Chelsea, and I need to figure out this man's name because I'm going to be talking about him a lot because he sucks. Adam. His name is Adam. Adam. Let me start this thought again. You know what 13-year-old me didn't need to see was Chelsea and Adam being toxic as shit around their newborn baby. I didn't need that. I didn't need those seeds planted in my head. I understand why my mom didn't want me watching this show, because it was terrible. Based on the fact that they put these warnings in the episodes that say, like, get some help from don't get pregnant, wait till marriage. I don't know. I don't remember how they were worded exactly. But based upon this show was targeted towards teens and targeted towards deterring teens from becoming the people that they were watching on TV. The unfortunate, terrible thing about that is that they were using this show as a form of birth control, essentially, to like deter people to be like, you don't want to end up like Kaylin. And they were doing it at the cost of these poor girls who were still children trying to navigate the situation that they had gotten themselves into. Shit happens. Sometimes teens get pregnant. And you have to deal with it. These poor girls are being exploited for the sake of essentially so people could laugh at them and be like, I would never want to end up like that. That's so embarrassing. That's bad. That's bad on MTV's part. That's bad on all of us watching it. I look at Kaylin, whole thing with her, she doesn't have a relationship with her parents really and shit. Like, she didn't really have anywhere to go. Like, on one hand, we had Chelsea, whose parents were divorced, but both pretty wealthy. Her family was endlessly supportive, both financially and emotionally, I guess. I don't know, taking care of the baby, giving her a place to live. Like, her dad would like pay her rent at her apartment and stuff. Blessed. She's blessed. She had the help that a teen mom needs. Then on the other hand, we have Kaylin, who like had $0 was trying to work and take care of her kid. She's living in the boyfriend's basement. Then they break up. She has to like go on like, help, governmental financial help to get an apartment and stuff, which is great that those programs exist. And we're all sitting there watching it, 13, 14, 15 years old, being like, sucks to be her. Like, woo, I don't want to be like that. Like, that's awful. Like, this woman needed our help. She needed someone's help, not my help. I was 13, but she needed someone's help. And I don't think MTV was providing that help because they were just making a show so people could laugh at her and be like, that sucks. Let me go to math class. Babyless. Like, it's not good. It's not good. It was exploitative. Now, from what I can find online, it's a little bit fuzzy because, like, I think contractually they can't, like, share the details. But now on the show, like, I think they make a lot of money. But, like, season 1, season 2, like, I would bet you that they were paying these girls a couple $100 an episode. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. And I don't know, I'm speaking completely out of my ass, but they definitely were not making the thousands and thousands of dollars that they're making now on the show. Listen, it takes a special person, a special kind of person to be like, yes, I want to be on reality TV. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it takes a special person. You know, there are people who are not cut out for it and there are people who are cut out for it. And I don't know what kind of promises MTV made to them when they signed up for this. Like, I don't know if they promised them wealth and riches and a life of luxury and celebrity status. I don't know. I don't know what they were promised, but I don't know if MTV lived up to those promises. We need to remember that although they are not children now, they were children in these early seasons of the show. Their babies in like season 1 are now like approaching their age when they were on the show. And we also, have to remember, we don't know these people. We only see what the show wants us to see. Yada, yada, yada. I just have to give my disclaimer before the people come for me. And it's important to also think about, if you are an adult watching this and you have a baby now that you had as an adult, think about your pregnancy, think about giving birth, think about parenting, think about how emotional and traumatic on your body pregnancy and birth is, and traumatic on your mind, and how sometimes traumatic on your mind it is to raise a child. A lot of emotions, a lot of hormones, a lot of things running high. Now, do that at 16 while MTV is shoving cameras in your face and while your little teenage hormones are running amok as well. Navigate that on camera with grace. Good fucking luck, okay? You cannot expect these people to make good decisions because they are children. What did you do when you were 16? Because you know what I did? I was stupid. I was dumb. I made bad choices. Not really. I was a pretty good kid. But I did dumb stuff. And that's what you're supposed to do at 16. And that's fine. But when you have to do it with the baby, with the TV cameras, you're bound to make some bad choices. And then now, like, Leah's over here cheating on her husband the night before her wedding and then has to navigate, like, divorce and navigate, like, cheating and all of this on camera with babies, one of who has health concerns. And she's this exploitation. I'm going to say it 50 times. Exploitation. This is exploitative. This is disgusting behavior. And yet I watched the show and I'm sorry that I watched it. I'm part of the problem. I could only stomach I've never made it past season 5 of the show. I've tried. I've started at the beginning a few times and made it never past season 5 because it just gets so rugged. Janelle is another one who, like, MTV ate her up because she's screaming at her mom. She's leaving her kid to go party at a Kesha concert. She's doing literal drugs, like drugs on camera with her boyfriend, like crazy. And they ate that shit up. They were like, she's making us, she's getting us the views. She is the drama. Why were we not helping her? She needed help. Like, Kaylin at least, like, had a head on her shoulders. Like, she was doing her best. She just didn't have a lot of money. Janelle had like $0 and spent the last 50 cents she had on drugs and was like leaving her kid. Her mom had custody. Like, bad situation. Like, needed help. Like, needed MTV to step in and be like, honey, like, we're gonna take you off the show because, like, this is not appropriate for people to be watching, especially children, because clearly you're marketing this shit towards children. It has teen in the title. Obviously teens are gonna watch it. Ooh. This is the point where we have to take a breath and we have to take a step back. We have to be like, Catherine, calm down. This show can't hurt you anymore. The show can't hurt you. It's a TV show. I wonder if this show accomplished what MTV wanted it to accomplish. And I know that their main goal with this was to make money, obviously. But I wonder if they had, you know, their mission statement to, like, we're gonna decline teen pregnancy by 15% with our show. I don't know. Maybe they did. I wonder if it did. This is the other piece of this. We're marketing towards kids. We're attempting to deter them from becoming like the people on the show. But we're also showing these girls successes, which is a good thing because they deserve to be successful. But it's also a bad thing because I also remember watching this show when I was a little bit older, like 16, 17, once my mom, you know, laid off on watching what I was watching on TV so much, and thinking to myself, like, I could do that. I have a support system. I have great parents. I could do this. And, like, you're watching Leah and Corey, like, buy a trailer. And I'm like, see, if they could do it, I could do it. Like, I could handle this. I could handle a baby. And I wonder how many people watch that show and were like, I could do it and I could do it better. And they're like, I'm getting pregnant. Like, part of you watched it was like, that wouldn't be, like, I wouldn't turn into this. Like, I wouldn't be a mess. I could do this. I could handle it. My family has money, or my parents would help me take care of the baby, or whatever it may be. Where this sort of becomes a problem is that it almost had the opposite effect of, like, deterrent from pregnancy to, like, a challenge of, like, maybe I should try, because like they're doing this, like I would never do that. I would do it this way. So why don't I try and do it better? And I don't know, maybe that was their goal. Maybe they were like, we need more teen pregnancies because we need more people to put on our shitty show. I will be the first to admit, the drama on this show is great. Eat it up. Eat it up. But then like I think about it and then I'm like, ooh, like I'm a piece of shit. And I'm like, I shouldn't watch this because this is so just terrible to these people on the show and these poor babies. Don't even get me started on the kids on the show, because like just I am so against children and TV and movies, and especially reality TV. So against it. But that's like a whole deep issue, a deep soapbox that I could stand upon for 16 hours. But anyway, arguably the moms were children too. We were exploiting not only itty bitty little babies, we're exploiting teenagers. They're still kids. And just the fact that they had to navigate real life adult decisions as children is shocking enough. The fact that they had to do it on camera is just difficult. It's difficult to stomach. It's difficult to process. I really feel concern about the relationships and the family dynamics that were shown on this show being shown to a teen audience, because it's not showing healthy relationships and it's not showing healthy choices. And it's not good for kids to see that. And I can hope with all my little heart that maybe someone who watched the show was in a Chelsea and Adam like situation and opened their eyes and was like, oh, I gotta get out of this, and like removed themselves from the situation. But I feel like those examples are fewer and farther between than the people who just were looking at really awful relationships and like was like, well, if they can have a baby, like maybe that's what a family is. And like, especially if the audience member did not have strong, healthy relationships to look at in their real life, then they're seeing this shit on TV and they're like, well, that's normal. That's what relationships are. It's like, no. It was like a circus freak show, because it was like, come one, come all, gather ye round and look at the freaky pregnant 16-year-old, because it was shock value. It's like, oh, she's a child and she has a baby. Like, let this girl live. And I know that they agreed to be on the show. I know that. And like, this is their fault because like they signed up for this shit. But like, do you think that they like thought it was gonna be what it was? I have talked at you a lot about Teen Mom 2, mostly just ranting. If you have any thoughts, feelings, if you have anything to answer any of my questions, back anything up that I said, prove me wrong on anything, please comment it down below, because I'd love to hear from you. Sometimes I just need to take a break and I just need to talk about feelings, because I have a lot of them. But I appreciate you being here. I hope that this was semi-entertaining. I hope that you had fun. I hope that it maybe spurred some emotions and feelings in your heart. Please share them with me. Also, give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you have not already. Check out my Patreon and my Discord, link down below. I hope that you all have a beautiful night. I need to go rest. These videos, for how simple they are, because I'm just talking, they wipe the heck out of me. Anyway, I hope that you have a lovely day. I will see you all next week. Thank you for being here. Peace and love. Bye.